You're muted. Unmute.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. In Spanish also, right?
Yes. Can everybody hear me? ¿Me escuchan?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Sameach, everybody. Muchas felicidades en estos días de fiestas. And today is Shemini Atzeret. El día de hoy es Shemini Atzeret. Shemini, as Rabbi mentioned before, así como el rabino mencionó anteriormente, Shemini Atzeret es la convocación de el octavo día. Shemini Atzeret is the convocation for the eighth day. And then it's interesting that that the eighth day, as Rabbi mentioned before, he's mentioned about the eighth day, talking about the infinitive of the symbol, that it looks like an eight. El rabino mencionó que la infinidad, el símbolo del infinito, se ve como un ocho, pero acostado. And it's also connecting like the class that we spoke the other day about the eighth day of the baby, the eighth day for the Brit Milah. The Hashem established that in the eighth day, the every male is going to be circumcised. Así mismo como el Eterno dijo que el octavo día todo varón iba a ser circuncidado. It looks pretty much like the the Most High has something super important for the eight, you know, and then of course we know that the as you mentioned, Rabbi, the seven is super important in the Torah, in the whole Tanakh, but also the eight has like that mystery, and that's what it make it so special. Así como el rabino mencionó que el siete, como el Shabbat, es importante tanto en la Torah como en la Tanakh completa. Al parecer también el, el día octavo o el 8 tiene algo muy especial. The eight, we can say that we learn that the eight is a new beginning, okay? Because that cycle that we have of seven, okay, the seven is the last day, right? That's the Shabbat. Yom HaShavi is the last day, right, of the week. But then we have what? We start over in number one, first day. But that's a new beginning. Again, that's you can count it as a eight. Entonces hemos aprendido que el nuevo comienzo es el 8 es el nuevo comienzo, así como tenemos el Shabbat, que es el último, Yom HaShavi es el séptimo, es el final de la semana, y luego comienza uno de nuevo, ¿verdad? El primer día, pero eso sería o el octavo día, y ya sería un nuevo comienzo nuevamente. So, as we have that connection of the new beginning, it's very interesting that the interpretation of and the sages talking about for Mashiach, that they say that he will return in the seventh day to establish a Shabbat that we understand as 1,000 years. Then he's going to give the kingdom. He's going to polish, clean, and give the kingdom to Hashem, to Adonai. Bless his name. Entonces, así mismo como entendemos y los ancianos tienen entendimiento, la interpretación, que el retorno de Mashiach va a ser en el séptimo día, representándolo el Shabbat milenial o 1,000 años. También va, después que él lo limpie la humanidad, pula la humanidad, entregará el reino al Eterno. Ok, lo entregará y ese será el octavo día. So, Shmini Atzeret is connecting that eighth day, that millennium that is Shabbat, but it's giving the eternity, or let's say like that, the eighth day to Hashem. And then it's very interesting that there's like everything that is connecting to the eight is pretty much a fresh started, a new beginning, and also the kingdom not of Yeshua, but the kingdom of Hashem with everybody. Entonces también bien interesante esa conexión del octavo día, de lo que es el nuevo comienzo, el milenio, que entendemos que el Mashiach va a reinar por 1000 años, luego él entregará en la eternidad, para así decirlo, o un nuevo comienzo ya eterno a Mashiach. A Mashiach le entrega a Kadosh Baruj Hu, al Eterno. So also I would like to add to this little drash that the eight, the same way that we take a part of us, or we decide to take away something like the bris milah, okay, and in entering in a with a vow, and then with a um pretty much like a pact with the Most High. In the same way that Shemini Atzeret is doing that with us, Am Israel, and I explain why, and I explain how. Así mismo como nosotros quitamos parte de nosotros, por ejemplo, en el Brit Milá, en ese octavo día, así también el Shemini Atzeret hace, el Eterno trae, pues nosotros arrancamos algo de nosotros y comenzamos un nuevo vivir con el Eterno. How we do, how we have that um, in these festivals. For example, we have 7 days of Sukkot, okay, and then 7 days with dwelling with Hashem, and not only Am Israel, the whole nations. Remember, we have to remember that whoever not comes in Sukkot is not going to receive rain, right? If we're going to Yerushalayim by the time that the kingdom is established. Everybody have to go to Yerushalayim for Sukkot. But the eighth day, it's like everybody returning back home. Okay, the festivals, the party's over, everybody. You don't have to go home, but you can stay here. Okay, you can you guys can go away. And I see you, Shana Haba in Yerushalayim next year in Yerushalayim. But that's the people that came from outside. They're coming. They're returning back home. But the eighth day is like an inside party. Okay, it's like okay, my kids, my children. Okay, everybody's home. Sometimes you feel bad. You feel like pretty much us when we return back from Texas to home. Yeah, we feel like this, but it's like here is an inside party now. We have to like restart over. But this is like an inside, and as Miniat said it, it's with the kids, with the inside, with the family. It's a party like it's like the king saying to his children's, okay, now I have a little bit more time to talk to you and inside. Entonces así estaba explicando que el Shemini Atzeret, lo explico más bien como una fiesta, recordando que, claro, son 7 días de fiesta, 7 días de Sukkot, no solamente para nosotros, para todo el mundo. Recordemos que el que no celebra Sukkot, los países, las naciones no tendrán lluvia. Ok, entonces es necesario que todo el mundo vaya a celebre cuando el reino esté establecido. Pero una vez que todo el mundo regrese, ok, el rey aún así tiene una fiesta extra, tiene una fiesta interna para sus hijos. Hey, sí, ya todo el mundo se va, estamos en limpieza, pero quiero reunirme con ustedes. Ok, y eso es Shemini Atzeret, una reunión interna con Hashem. Ok, it's something that we have to remember, that even that everything is over for maybe the rest of it, we have an extra day to relax, an extra day to be with the Father, and then putting this in the with our Mashiach, that we understand that is Yeshua. He also have that we saw that in the scriptures, in the Brit Hadashah, there's quoting that he was there when it's mentioned also a day like yesterday, Hoshana Rabbah, saying, whoever is thirst, come and drink. So he was there for the festival, and as his disciple, his Talmidim, we also here for the festivals. Así está diciendo que como alumnos y discípulos, Talmidim de Yeshua, nuestro rabí. También debemos de entender de que en la fiesta de Hoshana Rabbah, una fiesta como la de anoche, la de ayer, estuvo ahí también y estaba diciendo a todo aquel que tenga sed, venga y beba. ¿Ok? Demostrando que estaba en Jerusalén en las fiestas también. So, Hatzukot Sameach, Shemini Atzeret Sameach, la Shana Rabaa מירושלים, בעזרת השם. שלום, שלום.
Shalom. Todoraba.